Right now, I'm just getting back in the gym, man. I've been gone for a minute after my last fight. I knew this was coming, right? I think everyone did for a while. So that kind of puts me and some other guys on the back shelf until this gets squared away. So I went to Canada, I went to Costa Rica, went and lived life, followed my feet. Then I went to Canada, did some nonprofit community work, raised $51,000 for mental health. Golf tournament, my dad's name, doing a bunch of stuff with kids, and now I'm just ready to work again, bro. I took a nice long time off, and I got back to Vegas 2 weeks ago, and I just started working.
Anybody that's dealing with mental health currently, what is your advice to them, and how can they deal with what they're going through, and if there are places they can go to get the help that's needed?
To be honest, I feel like right now, a lot of what the world is going through is mental health, of people not finding out or understanding what's making them happy, we can make all the money we want, but if we're not happy, then we're not going to be here very long, right? Chances are we're going to get sick. So the best thing is what inspires you. What don't you have to motivate yourself and prep talk yourself into going and doing? When you wake up in the morning, what gets you excited? And that's like this man right here lived his purpose. I don't think you had to drag him out of bed, either of you guys, to come and talk to people and try and get the best stuff out of them. You guys got up early, you were probably scrubbing your shoes, getting them all prepped, you guys are living your purpose. So anybody else who's going through mental health problems, I tell them to quiet the mind, get into their heart, and the heart will speak all the answers.
Do you mind kind of, talking about when that became such an important topic for you, a sort of important message for you?
In 2019, my whole entire body crashed. All my organs went down. I had fatty liver, autoimmune, lupus, kidney issues, adrenal problems, and a lot of that was caused from toxicity in the body, but also my own mental health and me not addressing my traumas and my own monsters that are in my head, and following my purpose. And I've discovered now, before boxing was my whole entire life, right? It was a very small window for me to look out of. But now boxing is just one thing I do. When I do it very well. But there's so much more to Cody Crowley. So when I wake up every day, it's not just boxing. It's me going and doing breath work. It's me going to yoga class, connecting with a community of people. Me going and making my own healthy food, then going to training and celebrating getting to move my body, right? Instead of before, that narrow vision was like I had to do this. Right.
What was the final straw where you were like, I have to get a hold of this, I have to manage this?
The final straw was when I couldn't get out of bed, and literally one day I had this experience. I was just telling her about it. I heard a quote the other day that said, people find God, then they find themselves. Or what was it? People search for God and they find themselves. People search for themselves and they find God.
Yeah.
And when I was going back on it, that was my experience, was God found me. I was at such a low level for my body that it was like God worked through me and seen and showed one night everything I was doing wrong that caused all my problems. I was the root cause of all my problems. From what I was ingesting every single day to also what I was watching and what I was telling myself. And the moment I started taking action on those and eliminating them, it changed overnight. Within 60 days, everything went back. Fatty liver is gone, autoimmune is gone, kidneys back to normal, testosterone back to normal. Yeah, it felt great.
We've heard like Danny Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, you yourself, all talk about mental health. How does have your freer mind help you in the ring?
Because I really don't care. Like before, I would care so much walking out to the ring. I would care so much about every one of you guys, your perception about me. Because truthfully, all I want is acceptance, right? I want to be seen. So now that I'm not attached to the outcome so much and how I look, there's so much more room to create. I step to the side soon as Cody gets out of the way, what's supposed to be created gets created.
Let's jump back into boxing. Who do you got winning tomorrow's big fights against Crawford? So what's your prediction?
I'm a fan of both. I want to fight both guys very, very badly. At first, I was all Spence, but I see this fire in Crawford that looks like it's not dying down anytime soon. So I might be one of those weird guys that go for the draw.
What is your perception of how the fight will look? The complexion of the fight. How do you think who's going to do what? What do you think they're going to try?
I think you're going to kind of see a Porter. Kind of same thing. Porter, how he was pressing. Spence is going to come right in there from the get-go, do a little bit more of a solid job, get more ring positioning a little bit, and if he can keep Crawford run it to the point where he stops and has to fight, I see him walking right through him. But he's getting older. I don't know if he can keep that up the whole entire time, but I hope he does.
You mentioned how you want to fight both of these guys. What is your game plan to get to that point to where you fight one of these guys?
Either one of them. Well, right now, my last fight was for the WBC Eliminator, which makes me the #1 mandatory. So legally, I can sit on the bench for 12 months until I fight the winner of these two, right? But that's one thing I don't want to do, and I want to take my next opportunity with. Luckily, these guys might pay. I don't know.
Are you concerned about ring rust at all? Are you concerned about ring rust at all right now?
No, I've been boxing since I was 14. You know, people think like, oh, you haven't fought in a year, 8 months, 10 months. Man, I had 30-something fights just getting ready for this fight. In training camp, 3 times a week, every single week. Fights that are harder than any other fight that I've had in the ring to date. So I don't think ring rust really is a thing. I think what it might be is people act differently under pressure, right? Under the lights. And really that doesn't faze me at all. There's no difference for me, so ring rust doesn't exist.
What would you say, so seeing that you are getting a handle on things going on with your mental health, how is it going to, how do you feel like it's translating to your boxing game, to what you're doing in the ring now, and how you approach training and fighting?
With my previous story?
Yeah, with your previous story.
So, before I was, just like how you see, doctors, they have one fix for everything, right? We categorize, so fighters, they gotta train a certain way. And if not, you're just not tough. But I understood that's what got me sick in the first place, was running myself to the ground and not listening to my body when it needed a break. Or those days when it was a rest day, but my body said, bro, you got so much energy, you could go run a marathon today. I was running off other people's time and their calendars of how I was supposed to operate instead of when Cody actually wants to operate. So now coming into fights, I try and put it all on me, make myself as happy as possible, and then the best Cody Crowley shows up.
What would you hope your lasting legacy will be in the sport?
To prove that anyone can do anything. I started this sport as a little fat kid who never wanted to fight so badly to the point where I won't even have conflict with another person in a verbal agreement. I don't want to see them hurt or any conflict. So for someone like that to go and become a world champion, which is the most conflict, and to be until one of them falls apart and you never met. So it proves that any person can do anything. It's not about the skill. This is just an avatar I get to use, but it's the being inside and how I navigate those edges of walls when they come in. There's no difference between the greatest singer, the greatest fighter, the greatest piano player. They're all doing the same thing, which is an internal process. It's just a different expression. One guy's boxing, one guy's singing, but inside they master what they're doing.
So
Is there anybody you want to tell stop running, stop hiding? You're here.
Everybody, bro. Everybody. Everybody at 147 pounds. I'm here. Cody Crowley, #1 in the WBC, #2 in the WBO, #3 in the IBF. I'll fight anybody, bro. Anybody, anytime. I want the biggest and best fights. I understand it has to make sense and mean business, but I'm not scared of anybody. I'll fight anybody. So, Thurman, Ugas,
Here we go.
Boots,
Here we go.
whatever you want.